Welcome to this Easy GUI demonstration video. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate some of the things that are possible with Easy GUI. We will get into the details of how to work with Easy GUI in other videos, but here we just want to get a sense of what can be accomplished with Easy GUI. Here we see an extremely simple menu involving 3 buttons. As you can see, Easy GUI supports buttons which respond visually as well as audibly to actions such as moving the mouse over them or clicking them. You will also note the screen flicker effect seen here, which uses one of the animation effect classes which come with Easy GUI. Now I'll click on one of the buttons, and you can see we have been taken to a different screen. What you'll find when we get into how to use Easy GUI is that Easy GUI makes it very easy to switch between what are called panels. It can be as simple as just switching directly between panels as we saw here, or it can be as elaborate as the Castle Storm demo you saw earlier in this video. On this page we find a couple of Easy GUI's control types: a toggle button and radio buttons, as well as this back button which tells Easy GUI to switch back to the main menu panel. Now let's look at the engineering menu. Here we see a progress bar and a slider control. The slider control takes advantage of Easy GUI's ability to work seamlessly with Sprite Manager 2 to add sprite animation to all sprite-based controls. Now you already saw in the previous intro sequence some of the various other control types and menus that can be accomplished using Easy GUI, so let's talk briefly about the kinds of input Easy GUI supports. Easy GUI supports 3 main pointer types: mouse, touchpad, and ray. And Easy GUI allows you to switch between these methods with a single selection in the inspector. This means you can easily test your game in the editor using the mouse, and then with a single selection make your game support touchpad input for building to a touchpad-based device such as iPhone. Now we're all familiar with mice and touchpads, so let's have a look at Easy GUI's ray pointer type. The ray pointer type casts a ray from the center of the camera into your game scene. You can specify the length of the ray to limit the player's reach into the scene. As you can see, all of Easy GUI's control types respond to a ray essentially the same as they would a mouse. Our scrolling list behaves just as if it's on an actual computer screen in our game world. Now let's look at the slider control. Just like the scroll list, our slider bar acts just as it would if we were using this computer in the game world. Note that this works just the same with mouse and touchpad input, so your game doesn't have to be first person to take advantage of the ability to position GUI elements creatively in 3D space. This allows your games to be much more immersive. Speaking of immersive, Easy GUI is not strictly limited to flat controls either. Easy GUI allows you to use 3D objects as buttons, radio buttons, and toggles. This keypad is an actual 3D mesh, and each key uses an Easy GUI component to detect input. Even this rising door uses some of the easy-to-use transform animation classes that come with Easy GUI. This alien artifact uses a 3D Easy GUI button to turn on its hologram. The hologram demonstrates how Easy GUI controls can be used in a wide variety of situations. We can even use it from behind. Here we have a 3-state toggle button, a horizontal scroll list, and a button that dismisses the hologram. The projection field effects at the sides are accomplished using sprites animated with Sprite Manager 2, which as mentioned earlier integrates seamlessly and effortlessly with Easy GUI, allowing you to add sprite animation to your controls such as we saw in a few earlier examples. The hologram itself is contained in a panel. The animations you see when it appears and disappears were created using Easy GUI's easy-to-use transition editor, which allows you to define sophisticated transition effects such as translation, rotation, scaling, fading, and more, using a wide variety of easing types, all with very little effort and without writing any code at all. This hangar serves as an observation room. The switch on the wall controls opening the observation portal, which is animated in code using some of the animation classes included with Easy GUI. The switch itself is a skinned mesh which has on and off animations which were created in a modeling package. I've attached one of Easy GUI's 3D toggle button components to it, and without writing any code, told it to play the switch's on and off animations as the toggle button is clicked. The toggle button also calls a script I have written that triggers the observation door's animation. That wraps up our brief showcase of Easy GUI's capabilities. Be sure to watch for other videos which will cover the details of working with Easy GUI in Unity. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy using EasyGUI.